ilalahad natin ang isang kwento upang bigyang linaw at bigyang diin ang naganap na pagpatay dahil sa alitan sa lupa. Araw ng Huwebes, Nobyembre 27 taong kasalukuyan nang maganap ang isang krimen.
Huwag mo ako pakilaman! Alam mo may masama kang bawala!
Masasaksihan ang buong kwento.
Ba't mo sinanga yung lupa? Alam mo ba ang pinamana sa atin na nanay at tatay natin yun?
Wala kayong karapatan doon. Para sa akin yun.
Hindi inaasahan.
Tandaan mo, wala kang karapatan doon.
Wala ka kwentang kuya! Ano ba ba? Kuya, wag! Ano ginawa mo? Kuya. Tulong!
Ano nangyari dito? Sandali, tatawag mo na ako ng tulong.
Sir, good morning. Meron pong shooting incident na nangyari dito sa Puro Cancelayan, Barangay Bileta po.
The first responder is any police officer who first arrives at the crime scene and shall endeavor to protect and secure the crime scene for proper preservation. Upon the arrival of the first responders, they cordon off the crime scene, evacuate injured persons to the nearest hospital, prepare to take the dying declaration of severely injured persons, prevent entry or exit of persons within the cordoned area, call requesting the investigator on case to arrive, prepare to brief the investigators of the situation upon their arrival. Bystanders and reporters attempting to enter the crime scene, but they were barred by the first responders. The first responder then briefs the investigator on case the situation upon their arrival. The investigator on case together with his assistant investigator on case then walks through the crime scene to know its extent. Then, the investigator on case will call the SOCO team. Receipt of briefing and designation of command post. Upon the arrival of the SOCO team leader is briefed by the investigator on case. Then, the team leader will designate a command post. The members will stay at the command post of 20 meters distance from the crime scene, while the SOCO team leader and investigator on case will walk through the area to check its extent and all the evidences without moving anything. The photographer should begin taking photographs as soon as possible from general to specific areas, such as the general view, mid-range view, close-up view. Then, proceed to marking the body with letter A and the evidences numbers starting from the nearest to the farthest evidence. After marking, the taking of new photographs such as the general view of the body, the head, the upper and lower body. Then, the medical legal determines if the body is dead or alive. She also does the autopsy of the body. The forensic chemical officer assists later on the medical legal officer in the autopsy. The forensic chemical officer will determine the sent body fluids to identify the specific toxic substance found in the body. After markings, the fingerprint examiner automatically acquires the post-mortem fingerprint in which helps identify the identity of the body. Crime scene sketches. The sketcher or measurer then measures the distance of the body to the fixed reference point by the use of triangulation method to identify the exact position and distance of the body. The sketcher or measurer then does a rough sketch with the actual measurements of things with scale and proportion oriented to the North Pole. Detailed search. Then the SOCO team proceeds to conduct a wheel search method. The searchers gather at the center and proceed outward along radii or spokes. The SOCO team leader will proceed to searching the body for a possible substance or object inside the pockets. Collection of physical evidence. The SOCO team then collects the evidences with forensic value and submits all evidences collected to the evidence custodian. The team leader should be noted that the evidence collector should put his initial always of the significant evidence, location, and date of collection of the item, and turn it over to the evidence custodian for documentation and safekeeping. The DNA analyst is stationed often on the lab unless of sensational crimes. Her presence is needed as she knows what she needs to collect and examine. Her presence and role at the crime scene helps shorten the chain of custody. Conduct of final survey. The SOCO team makes a final review of the crime scene to make sure no evidences have been overlooked. Then the SOCO team will turn over the authority of the crime scene to the investigator on case after it is all completed. Release of the crime scene. The release of the crime scene shall be done if the investigator is satisfied that all pieces of evidence have been recovered.